Scaramatzi with you. The countdown is on 72 hours away. 3 days to WrestleMania on pay-per-view. As Michael Cole would say, he was still hosting SmackDown. Today is day number 25 of the moments that define WrestleMania, and our countdown freezes here. The 25th anniversary of WrestleMania that took place last year in Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas. 744. Coming to Reliance Stadium April 5th, 2009. Tickets going on sale a little later than usual because of a hurricane that impacted Reliance Stadium in Houston that pushed the ticket sales going up by a month. A solidly booked card, something I was really anticipating. I thought it was a well done show, but not again the most solid. WWE having some limitations because of their PG rating, but nonetheless a good show. Moments coming out of this one: Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, brother versus brother. Matt Hardy costing Jeff Hardy the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble, leading to this rivalry match in Extreme Rules. Both men pulling out the stops. Jeff Hardy trying to leg drop his brother from jumping over one ladder, crashing 20 feet down. Jeff Hardy missing Matt Hardy, putting Jeff's neck in a chair. The twist of fate, sealing a victory for Matt Hardy in this match. Kid Rock performing live after only the first match, Money in the Bank. Just an awkwardly placed halftime performance, if you will. Performing Cowboy medley of his songs all summer long, and then performing So Hot, for which the 25 Divas in the 25 Diva Battle Royal all came out. And the worst match of the night, saved by Santina Marella, winning the match and doing some goofy dancing. And the squash of the night, belonging to Rey Mysterio, he dressed up as the Joker for only a 25-second battle, I believe, or 21-second battle against JBL for the Intercontinental Championship. JBL saying he would pull off the most dominant victory in WrestleMania history. He didn't, and he ends up quitting, both storyline and legitimately. He quits just to focus on his marijuana energy and to get more cash from those Fox News and Fox Business appearances. Top 3 moments of this WrestleMania. Number 3 and number 2, highlighted by 2 Hall of Famers who were inducted actually last year into the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 3, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Still having plenty of fire as a wrestler. In the Legends Handicap match, it was Ricky Steamboat, Jimmy Snuka, Roddy Piper taking on Chris Jericho. Ric Flair in the corner of the Legends team. I think this was his last WWE appearance, actually, before he went to TNA. And Mickey Rourke sitting at ringside. Mickey Rourke, not a successful knockout of Chris Jericho after the match, but obviously Jericho winning. But Ricky Steamboat making this geriatric kind of a match into an actually entertaining showcase. Ricky Dragon Steamboat coming off the top rope, doing moves, just jumping over the ropes onto Jericho. I mean, just an impressive showing for someone, what is he, 50, somewhere around 53, 54 years old. I mean, Ricky the Dragon still with plenty of fire, but in the end he gets the code breaker, loses for his team. Jericho picking up the victory, and as I said, Mickey Rourke, a fail knockout in the ring after the match. Number 2, Texas born, Texas bred, by God, he'll be Texas dad. As Roddy Piper used to say in the broadcast booth of the Texas Tornado. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, the main headline Hall of Fame inductee, and really a Texas-based Hall of Fame lineup from last year. You had the Von Erich family going in all together, 3 or 4 different brothers. Kevin Von Erich accepting the honors. Cowboy Bill Watts for his running at WCW, but Stone Cold Steve Austin, the big one. Vince McMahon saying he was the greatest WWE superstar of all time. Stone Cold getting standing ovation just like the rest of the Funks too, might I add. Terry and Dory Funk Jr. But Stone Cold, the main headliner. Afterwards, he comes out with his ATV and a couple Steve Weisers to get cheered on by the 70,000 fans in Reliance Stadium. Although I think he had snuck a bottle of water. The camera zoomed in on. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. But Stone Cold Steve Austin getting inducted. We thought that would be his last appearance in the WWE until he hosted Monday Night Raw. A few days ago, actually last week, overseeing the contract signing for Bret Hart and Mr. McMahon this year. Number one moment, and just an instant classic, a rare delight, ladies and gentlemen. Someone commented on one of my videos, someone who attended WrestleMania 25 and would attend WrestleMania 26, just wanting to hear what I had to say. I would live, possibly, to be with the 72,000 people that were in Reliance Stadium last year for perhaps the defining confrontation at WrestleMania of both two great legends in WWE history. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. This needed no build-up. Though the build-up that they did have, I think the match exceeded the hype that it was given. These are two men over the age of 40. The two men over the age of 40 performing. Yes, the match was a slow and methodical pace, but it was just incredible because year in, year out, the streak, in recent years, the streak of The Undertaker's has been a very dominant storyline in any of The Undertaker's matches, which makes him bearable in a way. The Undertaker at this point, 16-0. Shawn Michaels, confident he could break the streak. And this was a match where you figured, okay, The Undertaker's gonna win it somehow. Well, The Undertaker, he'd already tried last rides, Hell's Gates, just finishing moves, you name it, he did it. The Undertaker almost breaking his fucking neck in this match, performing one of his top rope lunges. Shawn Michaels pulling in a cameraman, actually some snooker, but some Snuka disguised as a cameraman, but The Undertaker awkwardly landing almost on his head and his neck. Thus the match really picking up from that. Sweet chin musics, tombstones. The Undertaker doing a tombstone after he had done a last ride. I think a second tombstone of sorts. And the Shawn Michaels kicking out and the crowd going nuts. This match went a half hour, and I was instantly shocked when Shawn Michaels kicked out because, as I said, you figure The Undertaker will win every year, but then Shawn Michaels kicking out that tombstone, which usually signifies a WrestleMania victory, and oh boy, you thought it was gonna be different. But in the end, had a half-hour match, 30 minutes 44 seconds at the end of it. One of the great WrestleMania matches of that decade, but The Undertaker going 17-0. And what more can you say? I mean, this year, how do you top it, Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker? Part 2, career versus streak in Phoenix. It's just going to be wild in University of Phoenix Stadium for the rematch. And thankfully, we get to talk about it tomorrow. Our Moments That Define WrestleMania series will freeze, and on Monday we'll come back with a separate video of the moments, to me, that define WrestleMania 26. And speaking of WrestleMania 26, we will talk about it tomorrow. Match by match, our wrestling experts have their predictions ready for the most part. And we'll have a discussion and pregame warm-up to get you ready for WrestleMania 26. If you dare watch, because I know there hasn't been a lot of viewers up to this point watching these videos, but if you tune in, we'll have the rundown and the pregame goings-on in Phoenix for WrestleMania 26. The preview show tomorrow, Sunday night, post-game show sometime around 11 p.m. or midnight. We'll have it recorded, not live, but we'll have it recorded. Until then, Skier Moxley, talk to you tomorrow as we siege to WrestleMania 26. The anticipation brews. And we'll talk to you tomorrow on the pregame show.